Two, three. People come from all around when they hear that the band is back in town. Turn the system on and open the doors. Everybody gonna do what they came here for. Gonna do what they can. You can feel the energy in the room as the band starts to play the open, and the dancers start to move around, spinning in circles, lifting their feet off the ground. If you forget how to have fun, then you know that the bad guys won. Feel the dam where the river once flowed. Oh, the river's gonna do what it came here for. Gonna do what it came. You can hear the energy in the hum of the amps as the drummer counts off the song. How it lands, you can never know. All you can do is do what you came here for. If we forget how to have fun, then you know that the bad guys won. They built a dam where the river once flowed. Oh, the river's gonna do what it came here for.
Alright. We did it.
No?
It's gone.
It's going, and we're live. Hello, everybody. And today, I've just been informed, is March 17th, 2024. Here we are in Outer Space Arcata. Outer Space Arcata Variety Hour every first and third Sunday of the month, except for when we have booked shows on the schedule. We are an all-volunteer run, all ages, sober space venue here in Arcata, California on We Out Land. And this is our open mic, and we have a few acts for you tonight. Our typical, that is, house band main person, July, isn't here tonight, so I'm going to take over some hosting duties. But probably we'll just go between a few acts and make a few announcements about upcoming shows. I'm going to start just with a song I've been writing that I hope today starts a conversation with a local poet, Niall, who will perform later, about feeling one's place in the universe and also feeling your relationship to that feeling, I guess. The song is about a series of conversations I had with a really close male friend a while ago. And there were a couple of things that he said to me over time that really stuck out in my head. So the song is kind of a combo about two of them that came together for me. It's called What's so bad about just drifting through a cold, uncaring universe? There's so many ways, so many ways, so many ways of linking things. So I've been thinking about that time you told me. You said when you hold me, it feels like I don't need to be strong. I thought we were hugging, but have we been competing all along? Are we competing to be the strong one? And does that require a weak one? When there's a right one, must there be a wrong one? And I've also been thinking about that time you were sad, and I asked why you were sad, and you said that it felt like you were drifting through a cold, uncaring universe. And I said, what's so bad about just drifting through a cold, uncaring universe? No, really, what's so bad about just drifting through a cold, uncaring universe? It's kind of mind-bending, just drifting through a cold, uncaring universe. What's there not to like about just drifting through a cold, uncaring universe? Aren't we the lucky ones just drifting through a cold, uncaring universe? And it just takes a word, it just takes a look, and out pours the light in you. It only takes a word, it only takes one look. Universe. It's hard to write songs about the universe. It's like how do I say anything about something that's infinite and like, you know, it just feels like trite, but I also think it's a fun effort, a worthwhile effort, and I hope now it responds to this song and poetry. Okay. All right. I mean, we're part of the universe. That's the weird thing about it is like that's where that like personal feeling comes from, you know, where you're like, the universe cares about me, right? And it's like I think I've come to accept that like no, not at all. Like not even close. How can the universe like possibly care about me personally? And like that for me has been like a really like good place to be and like really positive. Oh yeah, I'm trying to start a movement. Hey y'all, I'm trying to start a movement called Chaos Positivity, and trying to write kind of songs for that movement. Just being like, oh my God, like the fact that anything comes together ever at all is like magical and should be celebrated. And I guess that's life. Anyway, speaking of life being celebrated, is it time for a poet or a songwriter? I forget. We switched things up. Oh, if you're ready. All right, we have a special out-of-town guest back in town to record some upcoming hits. Here is, I know him as Spence. They go by Tsuga. Ooh, see, it's gonna happen. It's muted right now. I just have a delay switch, and this is the foot controller for the drive channel if you want.
Okay, thank you. The drive. I'll take a pic. Yeah. Thank you.
Oh, I want my sweater.
Oh yeah. Actually, I need that for my set.
Yeah.
Down a little bit.
Yeah. Volume. I'll
Maybe just turn the bass down.
turn the bass down. Okay.
Try it through that.
And is it on just on standby?
It's muted on the foot switch.
Oh, on the foot switch.
On the pedal. The other pedal is.
There you go. How's that? Okay. Yeah.
Should we wait for Mo on with you? No.
No, Mo's gotta. We'll be back. Thank you, Marina. I am in a project called Suga, which is, it's just other of my songs, but I just liked that name, so I wanted to use it, and then maybe it'll be more, but it's got a lot of different players at different projects, and I'm up here working on a record called La Joda, and I've been playing with some of my dear outer space friends on it. But I'm gonna do a song called A Trail for Each One. And this is one by my friend Andrew Maurer, who lives down in the Bay near where I live, and was an important influence for me when I was coming up as a songwriter. Very inspiring. Some things, they are so timely and happen when it fits. Other things, they come early or far too late. I'm stating what is obvious, I'm stating what I know. Every time I love someone, I live to watch them go. And I fell down this morning, fell down on land we used to walk. And I fell down this morning, fell down on land we used to walk. And I fell down this morning, fell down on land we used to walk. And I fell down this morning, hoping maybe, well maybe there's a trail for each one. We all meet at the end. a trail for each one. We all meet at the end. Some days they are so wondrous, some days they are so sad. Tell me about your good dreams, like when you saw your dad. And only I could handle fire, if only I could be near you. If only I could handle fire, if only I could be near you. If only I could handle fire, if only I could be near you. If only I could handle fire, if only I could. And I fell down this morning, fell down on land we used to walk in. I fell down this morning, fell down on land we used to walk in. I fell down this morning, fell down on land we used to walk. And I fell down this morning, hoping maybe there's a trail for each one. We all meet at the end. Maybe there's a trail for each one. We all meet at the end. Well, maybe there's a trail for each one. We all meet at the end. Yet maybe there's a trail for each one. We all meet at the end. Yeah, yeah, you. That goes. That's like it's probably like 2008. I think that's off of his album Everything Low and High. You can find it online. I'll do one more, and this is off of La Joda, which is the album that I'm up here recording. This is weekend one of probably a few more trips it's going to take to work on this. And special thanks to Mobius and to Brandon of Sunrooms Recordings. Yeah. And this one, we haven't done it yet, but this is based on chore lists. Like, I don't know if anyone grew up with getting chore lists. You know, if you're a latchkey kid and you'd have that, you'd come home from school and it's like, this is all the stuff you have to do. And my mom was a nursing student. My dad worked really late, and so three of us kids would come home from school and we'd see these lists. And sometimes they were a little passive aggressive. And so this is kind of like the subtext of the chore list. This is like what wasn't said. If you're reading this note right now, we won't be home till late. We'll feel a connection in the hum of the microwave. Your presence is revealed to you in miracles and signs and muffled voices through the floor. And underneath your door at night, and underneath your door at night, and underneath your door at night, what we cannot take. We will not repeat our parents' mistakes. If you ever miss suburban life, start watching the evening news. See how the world beyond the hill is worse than what we're giving you. I know it sounds defensive, but I need you to understand the sacrifices we must make to execute the higher plan. 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 The good Lord never gives us what we cannot take. We will not repeat our parents' mistakes. You are descendant of two intersecting lines, a daughter of a dust bowl and a son of genocide, who found their home in the wreckage of a flood, and everything you own came from bruises and blood. You are descended from two intersecting lines, the daughter of a dust bowl and a son of genocide, who found their home in the wreckage of a flood, and everything they own came from bruises and blood. 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 And everything they own came from bruises and blood. You have to forgive me when you tell me that you miss your friends. If all of my sympathy comes off disingenuous, so follow the instructions which I have outlined above. And we'll give you what we never had, even if it fucking kills us. Thank you. Who's next? And oh
Yeah, thanks, thanks, Tsuga. Looking forward to hearing the album recordings and the rough recordings. And do you want any rock flute? I've been. Yeah. I've been wanting more rock flute in the world again. There's a lot. Anyway, so up next we have Niall, a poet, and also this is kind of a a context for the whole night. But later on we will have a drummer, and just walked back into the room. Nope, that's a different person. And I'll have more to say about that. But currently, Niall, our local poet, is coming up to the stage, and I hope he's got some stuff to say about the universe. Yeah?
Thank you, Marina. Thank you, Marina. Thank you, Suga. That was awesome. Yeah. Let's start off with this little guy. Lemon in my bag. It smells like rosemary. Feels as soft as a peach. Still good to eat. Hi, I'm Niall. I do poetry and other things that I hide a lot from the stage. So, in response to like the idea of like a role in the universe, I feel like I'm a lot more romantic about it. And even though like I understand how it is a cold, dark universe, I like add personification to all of it. And this is more like humanish and stuff, but here. There spins inside fragments that act like a fraction of a guru, that enacts the fact that I just wish to lay in love with all of existence, outside of a persisting external system. My setbacks act as stones molded to certain tones that textures the actual terrain. Sanity came as a check. The spade shaves into dirt it shovels up to see the variety of minerals in each molecular structure, a form to study. Instabilities, me as a human being has trouble to be sometimes from the misunderstanding of the blindness, personal mind shades away from the totality of humanity. Thank you. Yeah, so I'm a poet, I guess, and I do poetry workshops here at Outer Space Thursday mornings. I get here around 10, and it like the actual class or whatever, the discussion starts at 11. Yeah, it's more of like a idea generator than like a poetry workshop exactly, but like I mean a lot of people that come are poets or like write poetry, and that's what I do. But you could like make music. Like I know Marina's talked about something like that before. No pressure or anything. Sorry for even. But yeah, that's like a thing. And I also wanted to say, there's a space that I work with called Our Space. It's located on G Street at the Presbyterian Church, right near the ATL, and it's like an open arts space for geared towards the homeless, but it's for everybody, and it's like kind of a way of getting all sorts of people together. And I kind of wanted to mention it as like something like they always want people to like volunteer and stuff, and there's actually like opportunities where like they'll be willing to like pay people to like facilitate different things, and it's a good way to connect with all different kinds of people, not just the people that you like, or so you can go to like more or love more or something. Yeah, there's that. And so with that, I'm going to. I don't think I'm very likable, and I think I'm kind of a butthead, especially in romances sometimes. And I was in like a pretty like strange romantic thing for like about a month, and I was like, I'm gonna read some like times where I was eating and there was different numbers given to me. So it's like all the numbers are different like things that they give you or you're getting served. All right. 27 is the number. I wonder what someone else is doing. Trouble being here. I hope they're having fun, truly. Am I blowing it? Kindness can feel like a sickness. Wishes, hangman sacrifices, not having time to dry out. 3 pieces of pizza for the 3 of us, while someone else and I dine on this offering. Yeah, it's like like being with somebody, but wanting to be with like 2 other people that like I'd rather hang out with and like appreciate them on like the same scale almost, or like a higher scale, obviously. I got like 2 more or 3 more of those. Number one. I'm on edge for sure. There are asshole behaviors going on in my actions. I feel apologetic, yet it happens still. It's an unfulfilling feeling, though it feels justified. Justice is an opinion. How man tries to state facts based on personal perspective. Thank you. Number 14. Across the room can bring about what we most often dream of. To make new, fantastic bonds. The longing when the rain never stops. Heartaches are specific fruit that's baked into any well-crafted love cake. Fake interests on topic doesn't necessarily prove to be a facade to conquer desire and longing to be seen. Draw exaggerated pictures to connect the dots behind the scene what the soul breathes to bring about. Thank you. Let's see. I'm going to do... Oh, there's one more here, too. Number 5 feels alone. Maybe a bit bold to go with it. Hoping to stick to some gumption to grow fruit. Making notes to organize. Sorting through all sorts of seeds. Hot pepper in the sauce. And dough shows where it goes in order to harvest. Thank you. I don't know how I'm feeling. I feel. Thank you for being here. And yeah. Oh, I appreciate it. I think I'm gonna do one more. It's been a while. I feel nice to be up here though. Is this the one I want to do? Sure. How much of myself I reject when company deflects to make wanted connections. Longing hilltops, spotting everything fit to belong in your embrace. And as none of it fits into your heart grip, a wish to erase persists to sully how I perceive light hitting form. Storm drops are momentary molecular crystal mansions hanging together as they weather to the ground, multiplying in some sense, essence seeping into other elemental aspects, fashioning cross-conditioned bonds. Absorption is a fondness to be in a properly saturated shape, making functional behaviors behave in such ways. Thank you, everybody.
All right, thank you, Niall. Let's keep this conversation going. Up next, we have a young whippersnapper who's about to prove me wrong. And it's because earlier today I was thinking about how I wanted to be like, hey, are you out there in the world? Do you write songs? Do you want to start a band? Do you play guitar? You just need to find a drummer. That's all you need. And then you have a band. However, if you're out there and you're a drummer that writes songs, it's like harder to be a band when you're just a drummer. And I was like really thinking about that, being like, yeah, it must be hard for drummers, songwriters, or whatever to start a solo project. And here we are, live, a solo drum project. Please welcome up to the stage, Boom Pat Supreme.
So as part of Boom Pat Supreme, and this will always be part of Boom Pat Supreme from now on, heckling is encouraged, so much so that it's almost a must. Yeah, thank you. Anyways, Boom Pat Supreme is gonna be I guess, just like a thought experiment, where the focus is definitely rehearsed, and it's gonna be just a gradient of genres blending together. All right. If this snare would go on, I'd be able to play the drums. Yep. If this snare was on, I'd be able to play the drums.
Loosen it all the way.
Yes.
And then help the little.
The underneath.
Up.
Yeah. Got it.
It's like on the side.
Where's the heckling?
Thank
you.
Become increasingly inauthentic the more popular you have become.
I will sell my soul. Yep.
This isn't the one-man band project I was looking for.
Yeah. Sorry to disappoint.
Who says I'm a man?
I mean, one drummer. Sorry.
Oh, the heckle's on you. How much time do we have? I have no clue where I was or when I was.
Yeah,
Are we going again?
Okay. A punk?
Punk song.
Okay. Oh, I thought there was more requests. Or like a slower punk, or like a. Okay, yeah.
And then jazz.
Okay,
Asks
okay.
for too much suggestion and permission.
No, it's fine. It's part of the heckling. I have to play the right thing. Okay, how does punk Nirvana, what is it? Like that? One time? I only aim to please. I'm sorry. No, that's rock. Is that 2 minutes? Yeah! Where's the booze?
Just land those sticks down.
I'm sorry.
Like, there.
I'm sorry. Yes.
Still punk.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's true.
I feel like apologetic punk is like your genre. It's
I'm
like,
sorry, establishment.
yeah.
Sorry, establishment. You're not the nice.
All right, up next we have Tsuga returning to the stage with a drummer. This is all a night about bands acquiring new projects. What?
What's their name?
I said Tsuga. Oh, the drummer's name, Mobius. Yeah, duh.
Give it up one more time for Boom Bap Supreme! Oh, thank you. And now we're going to. That was the.
Which one are we playing? Will we play today?
Yeah, we'll do that one, and could we also do Purity Ring?
Yeah.
Okay.
Just, I gotta keep an eye on the time, I guess. I think it's fine. Oh, yeah. Yes.
Let's see. Do I have it off? No, it's on. Let's see. What is? Oh, there's. Oh, I see. That it's unplugged. Yeah, that's the secret. Secrets. One, two, three, four. of heaven are guarded by red lights. At the four corners, blinking each one day and night. Should you proceed beyond this point, we cannot guarantee your safety. Your trespass awakens a history. Ascending through matchstick and houses burned to the slabs. Nothing familiar, though my body remembers the dance. No houses, no freeway, no crime and no caffeine, no commerce on the Sabbath, no danger, no me, no city lights, kidnapping, no melees on the streets, no commerce on the Sabbath, no danger I can see now. From the lowlands I was raised, and from there do I remain. And in the choirs, the Holy Sabbath calls my name, rising above the ridges and reflected across the sky. I live another gaze of unlimited watchful light. Feel that change in pressure, you closer to God. Summit Kyoka and settle into his palm. You proceed beyond this point, we will not guarantee your safety. Your trespass awakens a history. You thought of everything. 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 You thought of everything, thought of everything, but there's one thing that you miss. Thank you. Thank you. That song is called Four Corners. We just recorded that earlier today. So we spent a lot of time on that song today.
Played it over.
Over and over and over again. You feel good, so it's. You feel like you got that?
I think so.
Okay.
I honestly don't remember how anything goes, but we're gonna do it.
Yeah, we're gonna do it anyway. This song is called Purity Ring. And this song is based on a true story, and it tells itself. When I was 12, I got a knock at my door. It was my friend Ben and his mother, and she asked me if Sandy was home. I saw the pages in her hand, put the pieces together. It was an artist at an early age. And I could draw naked bodies with stunning precision. And my friends were impressed by my hand-drawn smut. So I applied my trade, started taking commissions. And now it's all come back to bite me in the ass. And now it's all come back to bite me in the ass. Well, my parents pulled us out of school on the day of sex education, 'cause they'd be damned if they'd let the state have a say in what we knew about copulation. So we learned how to be sexual beings from a stack of old penthouse magazines that we smuggled in backpacks across the field and buried in holes down by the creek. Well, I hope it don't come back to bite us in the ass. Hope it don't come back to bite us in the ass. When I was 12, I knew a guy named James who lived across the way in the college condos. He took us down to the lake one day. Sam cast his line and he hooked his own earlobe. That evening on the drive back home, we asked James if grown-ups jerk off, and he took the side of the road, unzipped his pants, and we all watched. Tell me, how did it take 25 years to understand the gravity of this incident? And I know it's probably fucked me up in ways I can't even comprehend. Well, I hope that it comes back to bite him in the ass. I hope that it comes back to bite him in the ass. My whole world erupts into flames. Ever I make a mistake, I was not able to hold on to God, but I sure as hell held on to the shame. Adults will say in the valley of wolves, the only protection you need is a heart full of devotion. And your purity ring, it's a heart full of devotion. And your purity ring, it's a heart full of devotion. And your purity ring, it's a heart full of devotion. And your purity ring. It's a heart full of devotion. And your purity ring. Heart full of devotion. In your purity ring. Thank you. Thank you, Mobius.
Thank you, Tsuga.
Thank you.
You're a hell of a songwriter.
Oh, yeah, right there.
Thanks, Suga. That and yeah, and that's how you get a band. Uh-oh. Am I feeding back? Something's really like Yeah, what is that? High pitched noise in the background. Oh, really? I'm not making that noise. Cool. Up next, we have Vivian from Porcelain Dog. First time on the Variety Hour stage, I think. Yeah, cool. And here's the house guitar tonight.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Yeah, no problem. I think they turned it off, maybe? Yep. And if you need to tune it, that's the tuner pedal.
Thank you. Hi, everyone. This is not my first time performing on stage, but it is my first time performing by myself. So I kind of just ended up here by a turn of fate. So just thought, why not? So I have a couple of songs from my band, just 2 songs. And the first one is a song that I wrote a long time ago, and this is my first time playing it. I play bass in Porcelain Dog, and this is my first time playing it on guitar. So this song's called Bad Habits. A lot of bad habits I have. Well, I was just looking for something to do. And I would go anywhere as long as you promised to meet me there. Just tell me where to run to. Tell me where to run. Tell me where to run to. Tell me where to Just tell me where to run to. Tell me where to run. Tell me where to run to. Tell me how to get to you. Thank you. And then this next song is a song that me and my band are still working on, but I'm excited about it. So I feel like this is a good place to share just the guitar part for it. So. That song doesn't have a name yet, but thank you all for having me out here. Again, I'm in a band called Porcelain Dog, and we're playing a show at the Goat this Saturday on the 23rd. So we're kind of like a slowcore indie rock band. I loved all the talk about like just finding a drummer to finish your band, because that's exactly, I would love to second or third that opinion. Like, if you play guitar, just find a drummer. And if you play drums, find someone willing to go on stage with you, and you've got a band. So thank you all for having me.
Both Tsuga, as you saw earlier, and I played alone earlier, but actually Mobius is my drummer that I found for my band, and it was such a great find. I found her at Wildberries. You too could find a drummer just wandering around Arcata. Here's some other things that are happening around Arcata. On Tuesday, the 26th, well, first of all, show at the Goat. Shout out to Porcelain Dog. Who are you playing with? Oh, Blub is playing again. That's great. They were not playing for a while. Okay, so cool. Thank you. Blub will be there, and Linus, Porcelain Dog, Saturday 23rd at Richard's Goat in town. We have a few shows coming up starting on March the 26th, which is a Tuesday. Monsoon from Georgia, Athens, Georgia, are on tour. I think they're going to be really fun. It's kind of like an art rock duo. And they're going to play with Manic Moth, who are local rockers who are really fun, and also Clean Girl and the Dirty Dishes, who are from Eureka and are one of just like local legends. And then 2 days later, on Thursday the 28th, we will have Lotto RPG on tour. Actually, that's all I've written down. Brandon, can you jump in?
It's Lotto RPG. Something Wicked.
Something Wicked?
Goodness, there's Summer.
Oh yeah,
Summer Like the Season.
Summer Like the Season. 3 touring bands, y'all. That's a huge bill.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
And, there's one other one. It's the Dead Fawn.
Dead. Oh,
Dead Phones.
Dead Phones.
Dead Phones, not to be confused
Yeah.
with the Deaf
Tones, exactly.
Dead Phones.
Dead Phones. So that's on the 28th. And then recurring at Outer Space Arcata, we have a Tuesday meditation group and a Thursday poetry workshop. And you'll be seeing flyers on screen, so that's all I'm going to say about those. And then on the 30th, we have another fundraiser for Palestine. This time it will be Pumps for Palestine, and it will be a drag show with lots of really exciting local talent. So come out for that, and let's raise some money to send some to 8 agencies. And I think that's going to do it for tonight. That was a really fun show. Lots of new performers. Thanks, everyone. And yeah, if you play guitar and write songs, go find a drummer and come here.